Hi. I've noticed how the extreme ends of the populist right are gaining followers on Twitter. Two examples will suffice. The National Housing Party UK, who since I did a vidcast about them, have steadily grown their following to 34,000. Anti-migration of any description is their main bugbear. It's the usual stuff, migrants being given priority for housing while homeless veterans sleep on the streets. And I've noticed blatant anti-Semitism creeping in, and there's a definite harking back to the National Front of the 1970s. With also many videos put up about ethnic street crime and violence. They're also promoting Christianity as a white religion. Far more insidious, however, is active Patriot, with online presence of over 90,000 followers, that I think far more successfully taps into the growing frustration, hopelessness. This is far more persuasive due to what it portrays, such as poor people shifting through street bins for food, white homeless families being denied assistance from surly council bureaucrats of South Asian origin, adding more fuel to the burning resentment, among other such genuine tales of desperation and woe. And there's the question of the grooming gangs, which has never gone away and still persists. In the present atmosphere, the Liberal left slogan, "Refugees are welcome here," has no resonance outside certain political bubbles, something that bears no relation to the brutal reality in abandoned working class communities, including multi-ethnic ones. Much of this right-wing populist propaganda has filtered down into the most deprived communities. Sooner or later, it will spill out onto the streets as situations become more desperate, with no viable outlets for those driven to despair. The Liberal left and ARCOs have effectively abandoned most of the ground to the populist right. With all the accumulating unsolvable crises bearing down on us all, it's these demagogues that are being listened to. Theirs are the only voices getting a hearing. Down in the depths, you hear it repeated everywhere if you keep your ears open. These challenges have to be met with brutal honesty. Class war, the only possible viable alternative in this toxic atmosphere, and so far they are failing to emerge. And this is a real problem that has to be faced and solved. Bye.